Hello. In Kathy Bates' Matlock series, Madeline Kingston's episode 7, Belly of the Beast, presents significant changes to her approach. Still, the septuagenarian lawyer, penetrating Jacobson Moore, is having difficulty apprehending whoever is responsible for burying Wellbrexa records. As her scheme unfolds, Madeline must exercise tremendous caution, as the other Matlock characters present hurdles to her vengeance on all sides. Madeline has had disagreements with her husband, Edwin, about pursuing her plan, despite the hardship it has imposed on her and her family. The conflict reaches a climax in Matlock episode 6, when Olympia and Julian ask Madeline to work on a Wellbrexa case, which she has been waiting for. Olympia and Julian's Matlock episode 6 twist is responsible for Maddie's advancement at work, but the development at the end of Belly of the Beast will disrupt the relationship. Madeline works on her first Wellbrexa case with Julian. Madeline has left Olympia's team. Madeline's day begins with her arrival at Jacobson Moore that morning. She greets Billy and Sarah before Olympia leads her to Julian. Olympia and Julian are concerned for Madeline as they walk her to her first meeting with the pharmaceutical team. Julian questions Madeline, while Olympia reassures her husband that Madeline is capable, with Madeline pointing out that the couple is back together to show it. While Madeline can win over Jacobson Moore's pharmaceutical team, especially Trent, by calling his grandmother a bitch, she confronts a difficult challenge in winning over the young women suing Wellbrexa. Jessie Stevenson alleges that the drug study she underwent for rheumatoid arthritis caused her kidney failure, and the matter is personal. However, Madeline fails to impress Jessie, who despises Madeline and Julian's good cop/bad cop strategy. Julian assigns Madeline to persuade their plaintiff to accept a settlement, but it ends badly. Jessie and Paige humiliate Madeline. Julian sends Madeline to calm things down after the meeting ends suddenly with Jessie rejecting Wellbrexa's $50,000 settlement offer and recording the entire event on TikTok. Madeline visits Jessie's flat, where she lives with her attorney, Paige. She tries to persuade the girls to accept a greater payment so that Jacobson Moore does not have to take the case to court. Although it appears the girls will accept Madeline's $250,000 offer, her unsuccessful attempt jeopardizes the case's outcome. Although she convinced the girls, a new development changes their minds, and the consequences are put on Madeline. Jessie and Paige acquire access to texts sent between one of Wellbrexa's trial physicians, Dr. Paul Blackwell, and his girlfriend, a biostatistician who consulted with him. The texts show that Jessie reported her issues, but Dr. Blackwell didn't. The evidence strengthens Jessie's case while halting Wellbrexa's trial, forcing them to lose millions. Madeline makes a break in the Wellbrexa case, but she destroys someone's life in the process. Madeline's development disrupts Jessie's case. Madeline is certain they are missing something, so the lawyer goes home to discover what. Madeline consults her legal texts to confirm a loophole in their argument. She eventually contacts Edwin, who is too busy to respond, and reports a bittersweet break. Madeline leaves a voicemail, stating that she has uncovered the facts she needs to win the case and get the necessary points with Julian and Wellbrexa to redeem herself, but she is experiencing tremendous cognitive dissonance. Madeline discovers that Dr. Blackwell and his girlfriend previously lived together in Rhode Island, which qualifies them as married under common law. Madeline's growth demonstrates that the marital communications privilege protects the texts, preventing Jessie and Paige from submitting them as evidence. Thus, the septuagenarian wins, putting Julian back on Wellbrexa and moving her scheme forward. Nonetheless, Madeline's revelation shatters Jessie's chances of obtaining a fair settlement, jeopardizing the girl's well-being for her vengeance. Madeline breaks down following her first Wellbrexa case. Madeline makes a break for the bad guys. Julian congratulates Madeline on a job well done when she disposes of the smoking gun in the Wellbrexa case. When Madeline goes to Jacobson Moore to enjoy the remainder of the holiday party, she earns compliments from Beau Bridges' senior character, who sends her home with a bottle of wine. While Madeline had kept her cool despite the horrors of the case, she hits a breaking point at the party when the other lawyers inform her that Jessie and Paige are begging Wellbrexa for the initial $50,000 offer. The development underlines the predatory nature of the pharmaceutical industry, which Madeline opposes. Madeline coyly recommends they give it to them, to which an associate responds with a Sephora gift card, and all the lawyers chuckle. The development underlines the predatory nature of the pharmaceutical industry, which Madeline opposes. The morally bankrupt display prompts Madeline to frantically stretch her bracelet from Ellie, which breaks and spills the beads across the floor. When Madeline gets home, she tosses seniors present at her Wellbrexa planning board, hitting another breaking point. Thank you for watching.